Hi friends, I'm back. I'm not to 100% quite yet, still working out the kinks. I have been utilizing chiropractic care still. I've had to trim it back. Decompression I had to stop doing. I found that every time I do that, my QL muscle on the left spasms out and it pulls me more and more to one side of my body. I have been continuing to do light adjustment techniques using, actually, it's called a tonal adjustment. It's similar to activator. It's called an integrator, which uses a specific torque or tension release on the spine and to other joints of my body, of course, as my body has been found to not respond very well to full-on hands-on manipulation at this point. I feel my body has been in such a fight or flight, or that sympathetic response, that anytime I do too much to it, it hates me. My body hates me more and more when I do too much. I even tried dry needling not too long ago, and holy, it sent me to the ER. Like, I couldn't function. My back spasmed out so bad. I was shaking. My legs were literally shaking. I could not stop them from shaking because I was in so much pain, but it was unexplainable. I didn't even know where the pain was. So at this point, sticking to tonal adjustments, sticking to some hands-on musculature care, working to shift the way my body stands in proper position, as my left QL is still tight and tonic. That's hiking my hip up on the left, pulling my rib cage down on the left, and then my right hip is sticking out. So pregnancy, Lyme disease, it's all playing a factor. I'm preparing for my Lymestop treatment coming up in January, so I'll keep you posted on that. So what I'm doing until then is I'm, of course, trying to work on my eating habits, trying to go dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free as best I can. Hard, I know. It's been very difficult myself, especially with 3 young kids to take care of. They eat what they want to eat, and sometimes I eat what they eat too. As well as doing a few detox methods. I'm doing parasite cleansing that comes around the full moon. I can talk more about these at a later time, but today I definitely wanted to talk about something that I'm implementing into my system currently. It's called Thymosin beta 4. It's a polypeptide that helps to regenerate injured or damaged tissue. I actually printed some information out from the company that I'm getting it from. It's called Tailor Made Compounding Company. But the specific benefits are calming muscle spasms, improve muscle tone, increase exchange of substance between cells, encourage tissue repair, helps maintain flexibility, reduces inflammation of tissues and joints, encourages growth of new blood cells and tissues, increases endurance and strength, prevents the formation of adhesions and fibrous bands in muscles, tendons, and ligaments. I'm doing this because that is my main cause of concern at this point, is that I can't get some of my tissues and tendons and fascia to release. It's aggravating things to a point where I just can't even stand straight some days. Literally, there's days where I had to crawl out of my bed. So doing this, it's a little different and it's a little scary, but I did it once yesterday, so I know how to do it now. It's usually using a syringe, so we're actually injecting this into your body. Of course, you're going to want to meet with a specific provider that can prescribe or recommend this Thymosin beta 4 or other thymosin polypeptides. But there's a guy in town, Trevor Hausauer. I can give you more info on that too if you'd like that. That in discussing what has been going on with my body, and particularly with the Lyme disease. We didn't want to jump too much more into adding any more supplements at this time, considering once I do this Lymestop, they'll be recommending specific supplements for me then, and that's coming up January 25th. Can't come soon enough. I've been waiting for this. But we've been doing, we decided to go with this tailor-made Thymosin beta 4 to help calm my inflammation down, help boost my immunity, as I just had recent blood work and my white blood cells are very, very low. So that means that my body is combating some sort of chronic infection at this point, hence the Lyme disease. So in doing this, again, you're going to want to work with a specific provider. They recommended that I take about 0.25 milliliters in a syringe each time. I'm doing it daily for 20 days. I just started yesterday, so I'm hoping to again start this, boost my immune system, boost my cellular metabolism before this Lymestop, so I can just improve after that. It's been a long ride, friends. I've been pretty stressed, pretty vulnerable. It's been a lot of hard work with caring for 3 kids and feeling like crap most days. I just read an article about a MLB baseball player who also has Lyme disease, and he just fairly put it and described it to a T on how at first he actually thought he had COVID, believe it or not. He thought he was sick with COVID, and then it turned out that they did some inspection and he had the typical bullseye rash for Lyme disease, which is atypical for most people. They say you can usually find that in less than 40 or 30% of people at this time. But his was found. They diagnosed him with Lyme disease and I believe some other co-infections with that. But they started some treatment, and then throughout the treatment he just said there was days where he felt great. You were high above, you felt good, and then the next day it felt like you drank 20 beers and partied all night long and you couldn't get out of bed. And that's exactly what I feel. He described it to a T. There's some days where I'm like up and raring to go, take care of my kids, do what I have to do until my back hurts, and then I have to take it cautiously. But then the days where I am down in the dumps, it's hard to even get myself motivated to move out of bed. So it's scary. It's, like I said, it's been a long ride, and I'm hoping with this Thymosin beta 4 in preparation plus the parasite cleansing, I can improve only faster and quicker with Lymestop. Now this is in Wisconsin. Hold on, honey, I'm on the video. This is in Wisconsin that I'll be doing some treatment, so I'll be actually headed back to my parents' house for a short time to recuperate, do some relaxation. They say you could feel great as soon as you walk out of the door of Lymestop, or you could feel miserable. Your body will tend to do what they call retracing, so start to see more of your symptoms get worse again. But my parents have a sauna, which is one of the best forms of detox, so I'm going to utilize that. According to their diagnostic plan, they have a step-by-step process on how to start using it and not overusing it, because your body is going to go through a lot. But they do say usually around that 6-week mark you can hit a wall and be horrible again. But some people, if you pull through it, do the diet correctly, prepare yourself prior to, even mentally. Mentality is the biggest thing, and I can say that's been my hardest factor. When I am hurting, I am hurt, and I am miserable, and I am sad. More sad that I'm not being the mom that I know I want to be. I don't want to be in the sidelines with my kids. I want to be in the midst with them, especially with a new young baby, only 7.5 months old. I have a lot to life to live with these guys, and I need to take care of them. Plus the stress it puts on my family and my husband, and his work ethic is wonderful, and how he provides and takes care of for us. But I need to get back to living, and I'm hoping to somehow find that strength through taking care of my body. It's been a long road already, but if I have to do more, I have to do more to get there. So thank you. I will talk more on this Thymosin beta 4 as time goes on. Parasite cleanse, I can chat more on that as well. Have a happy new year, and I'll talk to you soon.